As we sit here today, we grieve the passing of two-time NASCAR champion Kyle Busch. Passed away May 21st, 2026. Born in Las Vegas, May 2nd, 1985. Kyle Thomas Busch. Kyle began his racing career in 1998. Between 1999 and 2001, he won 65 Legends races, 2 championships at the famous Las Vegas Bullring right outside of Las Vegas Motor Speedway. In 2001, he moved to late models at that track and won 10 races. We have drivers in NASCAR, we have winners, we have champions, we have legends. Kyle Busch is a legend. Wasn't always a fan of his. I became a fan about 8 to 10 years ago. Before the 2019 championship and after the 2015 championship, that era between 2016 and 2018 is kind of when I turned to a fan of Kyle Busch. With him with KBM, watching him grow that, seeing what him and his wife gone through to have children, the Bundle of Joy Foundation that they both started, experiencing the same kind of issues myself, kind of made me a fan of that. At age 16, he started racing NASCAR Truck Series, the number 99 for Roush Racing back then. His big brother Kurt drove for Roush. When Kurt came into the sport, everybody talked about how good he was at first. He said, "You think I'm good? You ought to see my little brother, Kyle Shrub, the little brother." He finished ninth that first race at Indianapolis Raceway Park. At Fontana that same year, fastest in practice in the Truck Series. Then they realized, wait, this kid's only 16. Well, at that time, Fontana was a combination weekend with the Marlboro IndyCar Series. So due to the tobacco sponsorship and him being only 16, there's a decision made that unfortunately he could not race that weekend. He had to set aside, they put another driver in the truck. 6 weeks later, NASCAR came up with the new age rule limit. Had to be 18 because of the tobacco product being involved, but also NASCAR was sponsored by Winston's at the time. In 2002, he went to the ASA Late Model Series. He ran there in 2002, returned to NASCAR in 2003, what's now the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. In 2004, he ran full-time for Rick Hendrick. 2005, he moved to the Cup Series, driving for Hendrick Motorsports. At the age of 19 years, 317 days, he became the youngest pole winner ever in NASCAR Cup Series history. He won the pole at Fontana 2005. When he drove for Rick Hendrick, he even talked about he was so young, and Rick was obviously an older gentleman, that he actually relied on Rick's son, more than anything. He was kind of that bridge between the old guard of Rick Hendrick and the young kid of Kyle Busch. When Ricky unfortunately lost his life in that plane crash for Hendrick Motorsports, and 10 folks were involved in that. That kind of caused a little tension between Rick and Kyle, because Kyle had no one, kind of that buffer in between, and that's when Kyle ended up leaving to go to Joe Gibbs Racing. Kyle, his stats speak for themselves. Hall of Famer, one of the legends of the sport. First truck race, like I said, was in IRP, August 3rd, 2001, finished 9th. His first win came 2005 in Charlotte, almost 21 years to the day ago, May 20th, 2005. His 8th race in the Truck Series, he won. His first O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race came at Charlotte, May 24th, 2003. He finished 2nd. His first win came 1 year later at Richmond, May 14, 2004, his 17th O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race, driving for Hendrick Motorsports. He finished race 17 there, he won. His first Cup Series start came driving the number 84 CarQuest car for Rick Hendrick, March 7, 2004, right next to the Las Vegas Bullring, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. He finished 41st that day, not a great day for him. He moved up to the 5 car for Rick Hendrick in 2005. In his 30th Cup race, he won Fontana, September 4th, 2005. Ironic how first pole came at Fontana, the Cup Series. First Cup Series race when it came at Fontana. after having to basically get out of the truck at Fontana because he wasn't old enough. He's one of 6 drivers to win championships in the Cup Series and the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. He was the 14th driver out of now 36 to win a Cup race, an O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race, and a truck race. He always talked about when his son Brexton, who's now 11, turned 16, he was going to share a truck with him. And Brexton could run all the tracks that were less than a mile, or I think 1 mile and less, and plus road courses, and Kyle would run all the rest of them. Kyle wanted to run for a Truck Series championship the year before. Obviously, that won't happen now. And when Kyle sold KBM to Spire Motorsports, everyone thought that pipe dream was gone. Everyone said, nope, somebody will give this guy a ride. No, Spire did. He won races for Spire Motorsports in the Truck Series, formerly known as KBM. When Kyle started in 2002, ASA National Tour, 20 starts, 4 top 5s, 10 top 10s. 2002, 2003, and then 2007 through 2010, 2012, 2014, 2017 through 2019, he raced in the ASA CRA Super Series. 15 starts, 4 wins, 7 top 5s, 8 top 10s, 2 poles. Raced in the ARCA Series 2002, 2004, 9 starts, only 3 wins and 9 starts, 3 top 5s, 3 top 10s. In the Truck Series, he had those few starts in 2001, 2004 through 2026, 184 starts in the Truck Series, 69 wins, got his 69th last Friday at Dover Motor Speedway, most all time. 123 top 5s, 4th all time. 148 top 10s, 7th all time in the series. So 148 top 10s and 184 starts. That's incredible. The O'Reilly Auto Parts Series 2003 to 2021, and then again 23 and 24. He won his championship in 2009, driving full-time in the Cup Series, mind you, as well. From 2004 through 2000, and I think it was 12 or 14, he drove as many O'Reilly Auto Parts Series races that he could. Some years he drove over 30. He had 24 national wins, NASCAR Cup, O'Reilly Auto Parts, and Truck Series in that 1 year, most all time. 367 O'Reilly Auto Parts Series starts, 102 wins, most all time. 226 top 5s, most all time. 267 top 10s, second all time. Second to Little Gator. In the NASCAR Cup Series, he drove for Rick Hendrick and Joe Gibbs and Richard Childress. 3 of the top teams in NASCAR history. 3 of the most legendary teams in NASCAR history. He won a race 19 straight years, 2005 through 2023. I had the pleasure of being there for his last Cup win at Worldwide Technology Raceway, right outside of St. Louis. Not realizing at the time it was going to be his last one, obviously. He was in pit stall 1. I remember going down there, standing right there, behind there, had the garage area pass, and watching the tire guys do their work, talking to his crew members. 762 starts in the Cup Series, 14th all-time. 63 wins, 9th all-time. 254 top 5s, 9th all-time. He finished second 63 times. That's 6th all-time. He finished in the top 3, 176 times, 9th all-time. He is one of the all-time legends of the sport. 2-time champion, 2015 and 2019. He raced the EV Summer Shootout there at Charlotte Motor Speedway in the Legend Car. 22 races, 7 wins, 11 top 5s, 15 top 10s, and he won a championship on the way through. And he mentored a lot of young drivers. He raced multiple major late model races: the Redbud 400, the Snowball Derby, the Winchester 400, the Oxford 250, Money in the Bank 150, Denny Hamlin Short Track Shootout, won them all. He's also a WWE Pro Wrestling fan. He is a one-time WWE 24/7 champion. 2019 episode of Monday Night Raw, him and Michael Waltrip were in the crowd. This was kind of an NBC kind of crossover thing. And Michael Waltrip had a referee shirt on, and Kyle Busch is talking to R-Truth, and 1, 2, 3, we have a new 24/7 champion. And obviously he ended up losing the title the same night, but he is a former WWE champion. A lot of drivers went through KBM at the time. 822 races for Kyle Busch Motorsports in the Truck Series. 100 wins. 48 of them by Kyle Busch. 295 top fives. The team was unstoppable. Winning races, even he even said, with Rowdy manufacturing the Truck Series, it was just kind of doing its thing. He had no intention of selling. Till an offer came his way that it was too good to be true, and he took it. And he even said, I didn't sell KBM, I sold the assets. Him and Brexton still raced dirts. He had his dirt cars and whatnot, midgets and whatnot, and was always racing somewhere. This year hasn't been great for him, but you know what? He started kind of come back with new crew chief, and then we got slammed into the heretofore wall with this news. Unfortunately, the news didn't come with a safer barrier. So, as one of the greats in there, and if you look at the drivers he drove for him at KBM, the Christian Eckes of the world, Sammy Smith, Bubba Wallace, the list goes on and on. Cup drivers, Noah Gragson, all these, the Toyota development drivers, anybody that went through William Byron, anybody that went through that Toyota development program, they went through KBM. A lot of them left after the Truck Series with the other teams. But yeah, the list of drivers that their fingerprint of their career falls on Kyle Busch. Absolutely amazing. Carson Hocevar, team with them at Spire Motorsports. They finished 1-2 at Atlanta this year. Kyle even said without Carson I couldn't have done it. Carson beat him, I think it was Texas. Yeah, so one of the legends, Kyle Busch, we lost him yesterday. Thoughts and prayers about his family, friends, team. Just like Kyle we wanted, NASCAR will move on, just like we did. As a long-time NASCAR fan, I've seen lots of drivers, unfortunately, lose their life during the season. Some racing, like the great Dale Earnhardt. Some in off-track things, such as Alan Koike, Davey Allison. This one was more in-your-face shocking to me of all those. I don't know because I'm older, because we know he went to the hospital for severe illness yesterday or what it was, but this one hit me a little bit more. My nephew actually texted me and asked me what happened. I didn't even know he passed away. I'm like, well, what are you talking about? So I just got my phone real quick to kind of double check for information. And one of the pages on Facebook that I respect posted it. I'm like, what? Immediately jumped online, found all the information. I was like, whoa. People don't need to speculate on what happened. None of our business. Let the family mourn. Let Richard Childress mourn. Let the drivers mourn. When those drivers, Truck Series, get in tonight, and Corey Day crawls in at number 7, HinderCars.com track tonight, it's going to be a lot of emotion for him. Young kid. We know what Kevin Harvick has talked about, what he went through replacing Dale Earnhardt. Whomever takes over either be the 8 car, or if they change the number, like they did back in 2001, my thought would be 81. Can do 18 because I believe Joe Gibbs has the rights to that number. Do 81. That way it's the 18 backwards. You've got the 8 on there. Still have the respect for Kyle. Maybe a young driver. We'll see. Maybe somebody that their career has Kyle Busch's fingerprints on it. But that is the career of NASCAR legend and champion, future Hall of Famer Kyle Busch. As always, thanks for watching Rubber Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Rubber Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports center content.